Manually uploading products to your WordPress blog can be extremely time consuming, and Amazon doesn't even let you download their images and upload them to your blog. That's against their terms of service. Amazon doesn't want you to go into their website and download images and then re-upload them to your website. That's something that they do not want you to do. So how can we use product images on our blog and link out to them and do it really quickly and easily, right? That's what I'm going to show you today. So in this video, I'm going to show you my favorite plugin to do this. I tried a couple of them, and this is by far my favorite. This is a game changer. This is what I use every time. It makes things so fast. You can add content and links in one go, and it's going to change the way you add images and links to your blog post. I guarantee it. All right, so with that out of the way, let's talk about how you actually download the plugin. So AzonPress is not going to be found in the WordPress repository. So you're not going to be able to go into plugins, add new, and then find it there. You actually have to purchase it from the developer. So I'm going to pull it up right now. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so to find the plugin, all you got to do is do a quick Google search. So AzonPress. All right. So the company that actually develops this is called WP Managed Ninja, and they have the product called AzonPress. So they have a few different pricing options. None of them are great, but they're okay. So for $31, you get to put this plugin on one website, and they're going to charge you again every year, $31. And that comes with the updates, etc. If you pay $63, you get 20 domains. So you get to put this in 20 domains. And by the way, you can't just take the license code and upload it to another website. I've already tried that, and it doesn't work. It already knows that you've tried to do this, so it won't work. You're going to need another license unless you do the agency plan. And that comes with the same stuff, the 1-year support, blah, blah, blah. Unlimited, same thing, except it's unlimited domains. Most people will do either single or agency. Then they have the lifetime plan, which might be worth it if you hate paying annual fees. Now, I would not suggest taking the lifetime plan immediately, like right off the bat. Give it a go with the $39 plan first, and then see if you actually like it. But anyway, it's the exact same thing as the annual plan, except that it's you don't have to pay every year. Now they have a 100% no risk money back guarantee, and if they're anything like AzonPress, they'll stand by that, because I did not like AzonPress so much that I actually did take them up on that offer, and I did get a refund, and it went through. So I'm assuming that they're also gonna fulfill their word there. So yeah, there's not too much else to it. We can check out a demo, or we can just go ahead and see how to download it. So to download it, all you got to do is pick one of the plans. Oh great, an automatic discount. V-Day, what is that, Valentine's Day 2021? Okay, so 20% off. And then all you got to do is put in your very basic information, your name, last name, email address. By the way, this email address, you can't change it later. So what they're going to do is automatically create an account for you on their platform. And I tried to change the email address and I couldn't. So pick the email address that you truly want to be associated with this account. And then your credit card name, your credit card number, the expiration date, and the last four. And then that's it. There's no more steps. It's literally just you do that. And then right after that, you get your email. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. All right, so you'll get two emails. You'll get one like this, that's a receipt, and then you'll get another one that looks like this that actually has your license code. So this is the code that you're going to put into the plugin. All right, so that's really all there is to it. Now you're going to get this email, and you're going to get the link to the download the download mirror, I guess, and you're going to get the license code. So this is basically the password that you're going to put in when it asks you for, did you actually pay for this plugin? So let's click on that button. And it's going to download. There you go. All right, so I already uploaded this plugin to the website that I want to use it on, but I'm going to show you how to do that anyway, just in case you never uploaded a plugin. So just go to your WordPress website and go to plugins, and then you're going to click on Add New. We're going to click Add New right here. Upload plugin. Now you can go ahead and click choose file, or you can just, like I have it right here, it's hovering right here. If you could just grab it and just drop it right in the middle there, check this out. Look at that. It already linked those two things. So you can do that, or you can, find wherever it downloaded to and do it that way. You click install now. When you initially install it, it should be deactivated. You actually have to go in there and click activate. So I clicked it right there, AzonPress. Okay, cool. And now you'll see it on the left side of your WordPress website. All right, so now we're going to actually get our plugin connected to Amazon, and you're going to need the Amazon API credentials in order to do this. All right, so here I am on Amazon Affiliates. I'm going to sign in. When you sign in, you should see Product Advertising API right here under Tools. And when you do that, you're going to see this section here. All you should have to do is click Add Credential. You can only have 2 at a time, I believe. So if you have more, you'd have to delete one so you can see your secret keys. But the point is that you delete one of these, click Add Credential, and then it'll automatically generate a access key and a secret key. And then you're going to use these 2 keys in the next step. So it'll download an Excel file. Save that. We're going to use that later. Okay, you know we won't use it later. We use it right now. So the next thing that you got to do is go to Settings. And here it's going to ask you for your API key, your secret key, and your tracking ID. You should have a tracking ID. If you have an Amazon affiliate account, you have a tracking ID. So I'm not going to show you how to do that. You just put in your tracking ID right in here. And you're going to put your API key and your secret key here. So you're going to grab the Excel spreadsheet that Amazon just gave you, and it's going to contain your access key and your secret key. You're literally going to copy and paste those 2 things right in here, along with your tracking ID and your country. I actually forgot to do that. US, see that big old American flag. The API caching time, I just set it to the recommended value of 24. For geo-targeting, I clicked none. However, if you do have different countries that you target, you can put those tracking IDs right in here. Great, so you should be connected now. So now we have a couple more things to do. Licensing, we don't have to mess with that very much because it's just this. It's if you want to use this on a different website, you'd have to deactivate this license on this installation and then go to your new website and then activate it there. That way you don't have to buy an entirely new license. All right, so this is super important. It's by default modern style, which is very good. So these are a couple of things that you need to pay attention to. So you really should come in here and take care of these. So I want AzonPress links to open in a new window or tab by default. Yes, absolutely. Why would I not want that? That's something that I want. I want the nofollow attribute to be applied to AzonPress links by default. Yes, you need to do this. Actually, Google has made it very clear that if you don't have a nofollow tag or something similar that denotes that this is a paid or affiliate link and you're going to get commission from this link, they could penalize you. So you definitely want to click on this one. I want to add no index, no follow to attribute. No, I don't want that necessarily. I want to hide prices. I actually do want to hide prices because I don't want necessarily the user to see the price of that product immediately. When they see the picture of the product, I want them to be so interested in it so that they click on the image or the link and then just go straight to Amazon, and then it'll leave that little cookie inside of the browser. Hide Prime status, I'm going to leave that unchecked. I want to hide comparison tables in mobile devices. The reason why you might want to do this is because comparison tables make a mess of mobile. I mean, you can imagine you have to scroll quite a bit. So I'm going to click yes, I do want to hide comparison tables. And show disclaimer, I do want to show a disclaimer because Amazon has, again, they made it clear that you got to tell people if it's an affiliate commission product or not. So I'm going to paste this. I forgot where I got this from, but I'll also have this in the description. You can paste it right here as well. It's basically going to automatically generate the last updated time and say that, hey, I got this from Amazon, and it's a disclaimer. I'm also going to go over here into these button styles and click custom, and I'm going to change this from buy on Amazon to check price. I want people to be enticed in the product and say, oh, let me check how much this costs instead of just buy on Amazon. I don't want them to necessarily know that, oh, this is just an Amazon link. You can check Amazon later. I want them to think, hey, I want to check this price right now because I want that cookie on their browser. I'm not going to change any of the stuff down here, but you can mess around with it if you want. And then other settings. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so by default, administrators have access to all. You can assign more roles, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So what this is if you have multiple users on your website, like an editor and author, you can say, yeah, I do want them to be able to add products using the Gutenberg plugin, the Gutenberg block editor or whatever. So you may want to enable these things. If you don't, then uncheck them. But if you have people complaining that they can't use AzonPress on their account, this is probably the reason. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to show you how to create a product table, a comparison table, and how to use the Gutenberg block. All right, so to create a product table, go ahead and click on this button. You can also check out their documentation, their official documentation, for a little bit of help. I'm going to show you what that looks like really quickly because there's not that much to it. So it's just like a page like this, a page like this, it just shows you how to use the whole thing, and then a page like this. Not much to it. So let's go back and create our first product table. So I don't have a product table. Let's say this is a cycling website. So let's say that I want to create a table for best bike helmets. Hope I spelled that right. Okay, best bike helmets. And what am I going to do here? I'm going to type in bike helmets and click search, and watch this. It's automatically going to use the Amazon API to fetch all bike helmets on Amazon, and all we're going to do is check this out. So simple. Click, 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 click. Which one do I like? None of these. Why don't we load more? So we loaded more. I want more. More. Ooh, this is a cool one. So maybe someone will want to click on that one for $100. Obviously, if you're building out actual lists, this is not the method that you're going to want to take. You're not going to want to just take willy-nilly. You're going to want to target your lists better than this, but this is an example. So I clicked on all of those, and that's it. Create table. Now the table will pretty much be made, but we want to give it a few more features. So it really is this simple. Look, all you got to do is drag them around if you want to change the order. It says, buy now, blah, blah, blah. And we can click on preview, and this is how it's going to look in the front end. Just like that. How cool is that? There are other things that you can change. Like you see how it's like light here, dark here, light here, dark here, light here, dark here. You can change that. You can add different tables. You can add numbers. I'm going to show you a little bit of that. So if we go over to design mode, also you can change a few of these things right here. Color skin, red. This is kind of useless for me. I think, who would want this? Just choose default. Styling. Let's see, hover rows. Yeah, so, yeah, that's if you want like a different color or something, and when you hover over it, you should experiment with a few of these. This is the one that has that striped row situation. And I think do you have to click update for it to render? Because I don't see anything happening here. Oh, you know what it is? I have to click update and then preview. Let's click preview. Exactly. Yeah, it was update and preview. So if you're not seeing what you want, you have to click update and preview. So now you see you can uncheck all of these things, check all of these things, and then you got to click update, then preview, and then you can see what it'll look like in the front end once you set it up. Let's say that this is good, but it's not good enough. We want to add a couple of columns. So what we can do is add a column. Let's say that we want to add numbers, right? Let's say the minimum column width that we want is going to be maybe 20 pixels. This is very small. I believe it's in pixels. And we want it to be aligned to the left because this is going to be the most left column. And the contents, I want it centered. You can add a custom CSS, which would be good because we're going to do some CSS later, but I'm going to leave that blank. I'm going to click add. Please provide your column type. Oh, of course. We're going to do a custom HTML because we're just going to write something. So you have a few things here. You have a product image, which it'll render a product image, a buy now button. It's already on there. Add to cart. It's not on there, but I don't want to add that. Price. So these are all the ones that I'm hovering are relative to the product that is on its respective row. And then these are totally custom. So you can just say yes, no to something. I'll show you what that looks like in a second. Let's get this one over with. So click add. And here we go. So here's numbers. Now I want to take numbers, for instance, and move it all the way to the side. And then I want to click update. 2, update. I don't know, it's not rendering right now. Let's see if I have to click like update and then preview or something. Oh, that's odd. Yeah, I don't know if that's a bug or something, but you see what I just did? So if you're having this problem, for some reason, I guess the default color is white. Okay, so now I'm just changed it to black, and let's see. Glad that we got that taken care of. So for some reason the default color was all off. We gotta make that black. And you know what? I'm just gonna delete these two just to make my life a little easier. This is, after all, it's a little. Oh, are you kidding me? I didn't. Okay. Don't do what I did. You have to change the. You see, this is part of why I said earlier that both AzonPress and WW whatever it was were just kind of lacking. This is. You already saw how limited you are in features, and also there's some stuff that's just a little buggy, like what you just saw there. So, okay, that took some time, but now we have to don't click outside of anything, click update and then click update here. Do not forget to do that, because if you do, it'll delete what you just did. Great, so now we can take this row that is HTML, move it here. All right, so now I'm gonna deal with the width of that column later. I just wanna add a couple more columns so you can see what a few of them are. So let's say that we wanna add custom rating, and this is a rating that you can put on the product yourself. Let's do rating. Let's do center, custom rating, a center, make row value link to product. Yeah, I think that's a good thing, because it'll make the whole row, when you click the whole row, it'll go to the product. So check this out. How awesome is this? Update. I think this is the feature that sold me. I don't remember if WordPress does this or whatever, but look at this. You can do this yourself. I don't know if this is against Amazon's terms. I don't know, but like, you're not taking the stars from Amazon. You're just rating them. And I mean, technically, if you really wanted to woo people, it wouldn't be great for users, but you could just do something like this. Just have 5 stars for everything. But that wouldn't be really good, ethical, quote unquote, would it? Let's add some more columns. This is one of my favorites, the yes, no, because you can add very custom things to this helmet, like, is it for children? So for children, question mark, for children. And I can do yes or no, center, add. And now we're gonna have a little thing that's just yes or no. So I can just click no, yes, yes, no, no. And let's take a look at that. So you gotta click update, and then you gotta click on preview. Look at this, look at this. Look at the check mark. Isn't that great? This is exactly what you want to see from one of these plugins. And, you know, also, didn't it look like this was a bit too much? Like, look at the text, right? We want to clean that up a little bit. Well, the good thing is you can. Now, notice that the contents here are just a little bit too much. Amazon sellers like to stuff their products with a ton of keywords so they could show up for a ton of things. And it doesn't look great. So, but this is where you change up the title. So when we click on this, you can see all of the values inside of this column, and here we can change this to, like, this is the custom text thing, so text 2 or whatever. We can say this is number 33, and here I want to make this title just helmet, just bike helmet. So that's it. I want to change the star rating to 2, and this is for children. I'm gonna click no, and all of those things are gonna apply in a flash, whatever. So look, I changed it. I made it shorter. That's how you do it. Make sure to click update. So I'm gonna go ahead and change the name of all of these items to just a little bit shorter. Again, there was no reason for me to just shorten these. I didn't do it with any precision. I didn't really think about what I was doing. I was just cutting it just to show you that you can edit the titles. All right, so now we have a finished product table. So now we have to put this on our page. How are we going to do that? Well, we have a shortcode here. So what we can do is we can click copy shortcode. It's just that simple. And I'm going to go ahead and go to a article that I already have written just to show you what it'll look like on an existing page, so you don't have to like create a brand new page or anything. I'm just gonna go, no, you know what, I'm gonna go near the top because most of your tables are gonna go to the top, so I want to show you what that's gonna look like. So all you have to do at this point, you don't have to do anything but click Command V. That's it. WordPress will automatically detect that what you're pasting is a shortcode, and it's gonna look just like this. Azon table press ID, blah, 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 blah. So click update. We're going to take a look at what that looks like in the front end right now. Scroll down, and not looking too hot. Let's edit this because remember, we added a bunch of ridiculous columns, and this is not a very wide theme, so we're going to edit this. Let's go back to AzonPress. Let's delete this useless column. I'm going to keep this one because I really do like the numbers. Maybe I should just make it a text, like, instead of HTML. So the photo, that stays. Buy on Amazon, definitely going to change that to something else. I'm not going to have the ratings, so I'm going to delete that. So update that. And actually, you know, now that we updated here, since they're connected, we could just go back to this page and just click refresh. It should automatically, yeah, see, so you can already see that it's getting better because the problem here is not the table itself, it's that my website is crunched like this, so it couldn't fit everything in. So you can see that's getting a little better, but we can still do better. We can make this Amazon buy button a little different, so let's go ahead and do that. And the way that we can do that is by going back into AzonPress, go to settings, and then appearance settings, and then this is where, did we not check this stuff already? I swore we did this. Weird, maybe I didn't click save. So click custom text and just, I'll do check price. I already did this before, but I guess I didn't click save. I'm gonna do it again right here, price. And I also forgot to hide price. When I forgot to click save, the price was showing in the front end, and that's what this is. See, the price is showing over here. That's because I forgot to uncheck or check hide price. So now the price won't be here, and this will even be even more spacious. So you're going to see both of those things right now. Update settings and refresh. All right, so the price is gone. It just says check price. You see things are getting a lot better. And also we have this last updated. Blah, blah, blah. So this was the little code snippet that I mentioned earlier, and I'm also going to have this one in the link, so it always has the last updated date. All right, so that was how to create a product table. The next thing I'm going to show you how to do with this plugin is to create a comparison table. So let's dive in. So comparison tables tend to look like this. Here's an example of a comparison table. This is a very custom one that I did for another website. And when I say very custom, I mean because I did some custom CSS to it, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So you're going to find your product. So first, what are we comparing? So let's look for that whole thing. Let's see what Amazon pops up. Nothing. So let's remove best. Cool. So let's grab 1, 2, and 3. Again, I'm just grabbing random products just to show you how to use the plugin. Cool. And now, without doing anything, first I want to see what this is going to look like in the preview. That's actually not horrible. It's not bad. It has the thing that we wanted, the disclaimer, and it also has check price. It doesn't say Amazon. It has Prime status because they're Prime status products. And we didn't, in settings, we did not check hide Prime. I didn't want to check that button for comparison tables, right? The only thing that's really kind of not looking great is how long these titles are, but we can of course trim down that title. And we can do that by clicking right here. So these are the 3 products. Here's product 1, product 2, product 3. Product 1, product 2, product 3. We can easily move them around like so. You can just grab them and drag them up and down. You can also turn them on and off for some reason. I don't know why you would need to do that, but I'll click update settings and then preview, and I'll show you what that looks like. And I think there should be only one. Yeah, this looks ridiculous, but I guess it's just an easy way to, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't just delete the product if you're going to there's no point in hiding it. But let's turn that back on. Featured text. So this is really important. So the featured text, it's in this section, and that's basically this area right here. So you see how I have in this one highest quality, best overall, and least expensive? You can do that over here by saying something like my fave. You know what? We'll just do it for the middle one, and then you'll see what that looks like. So I'll click update settings, preview, my fave. Look at that. That doesn't look so bad. You can also grab and change the order of the rows up here. So if we click, just move these all around. You can also see them changing in real time here. But click update, preview, and I changed them all up. You can see that right there. You can choose to show the table's title. I don't really recommend that. I don't see any reason why you would want to do that. And the title, the table's description. I've never done this. I don't see any reason to show both of those things. I don't even know where the description goes here. Let's give this a shot. Maybe this will be interesting. So, best biking helmets for mountain bikes. Okay, so I just did a totally random description. I'm going to update that info and check out what it looks like. Let's look at the preview, and this is what it'll look like on the front end. That's not so bad. If you really had a reason to add a description, you could do so, but in my website, I don't really need to. If you have a ton of products and you want to collapse all of these, you can click right here, and then you can move them around much easier. Imagine if you had well, I don't know why you would ever want for a comparison table. You just want 3, because if not, you're gonna have a bad time. It's just gonna be a lot of columns. It's not gonna be like rows. It's gonna be columns, so it's not gonna look good. So you shouldn't have more than 3. At most 4 or 5. At most 5. At most 5. So we can add a couple of rows just like we did for the product tables. I'm gonna title this one has strap there. So has strap, and then we're gonna do a element of yes or no. Let's do yes or no, and then we're going to open these up, and then now we can go ahead and say has strap yes, has strap. Let me open this guy up. No. Has strap, update settings. There's an update and update settings there. Click that, and then we'll see that yes, no. We can also change the color. So I'm going to show you what the primary colors do here, and then the secondary. So I'm going to do a very sharp green here and a very bright red on this one, and I'm going to move it to the center so you can take a look at what that looks like. This one, I want it to go here. No, come on. There. So update. I believe this button down here does the same thing as here. Click, and there you go. So that's how you put a kind of a frame around the center item. So this is looking honestly pretty okay. Obviously, not the red. You don't want the red and the green. That looks ridiculous, but it's not looking so bad. The only thing that I want to do is figure out how to make the title shorter. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we can't. So I looked all over, and it seems like I can't change the title like I could in the product tables, which is a bummer, but of course there's a workaround, and it's much simpler because we were only working with really 3 products here in the comparison tables. All we got to do is just add another row and make it into a text column. So custom text. Leave empty, let's say title, and then delete the title. Actually, no, I don't. Do I want? No, I do want to delete the title. Okay, so I delete the title here. Great. Cool. So what I just did, let me pull this one up. So now it's going to have photo and title. Now, see, photo and title. Now, the title is this guy right here. But what I want to do is grab this and paste it here. And then maybe helmet. So that's how we can make it just a little shorter. That's the easiest way I know how to do it. I couldn't really find a better way to do it. But again, like it's only 3 products at a time. It's not the end of the world. So yeah, that seems to work for me. All right, so that's how you create a comparison table in AzonPress. So how do we take what we just did and throw it up on our website? Well, the exact same way that we did it for the product table. So we need the shortcode, but weirdly enough, the shortcode isn't actually shown here for some reason. So we are gonna go to, I believe it's just comparison table, this tab right here, and the shortcode's right here. So click on that, it'll copy. I don't know why I said it copied it twice. And then we can go to a page. Let's paste this right under the product table so that you can kind of just see them both side by side. And let's click update and take a look at what that looks like in the front end. Let's go here and refresh. And here it is. So, hey, you know, honestly, other than the ridiculous colors, doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look that bad. I don't know why there is this gap here with the red there. Probably has something to do with me making this area a custom title and also not adding titles to these sections. Maybe if I added a title, it would complete or whatever. All right, I tried to change up some colors and move some things around, and I just can't quite figure out why this is not doing exactly what I want it to do. Like, you know, this line's supposed to go straight down the middle, kind of like this one does. I think maybe it has to do something with, maybe it's a bug or something, but regardless, I'm going to show you how to override that with some CSS later. All right, so now that we're done with comparison tables and product tables, I want to show you my favorite feature of this plugin, period, and that is the Gutenberg blocks. So check this out. All right, so I'm going to create a new line of products right down here. So like, if you don't have the right gear, check out our helmets here. Pun intended. That's not a really pun. Whatever, it's a rhyme. So anyway, let me just fix that. Okay, so check this out. All you gotta do is, well, you can click here and open up the, you can scroll down to Azon blocks, or you can type A and then you can start narrowing down and it'll be Azon blocks right there. You can click the plus sign and it should be one of the first ones. If not, you can click browse and it'll show you, I believe, some of your most recent blocks that you've used. Or you can do what I do and just click /A and then there's Azon blocks. Boom. Now, how do we use this tool? Exactly the same way that we did for the tables. So I'm gonna say blue helmets, whatever, just click search. Check, check, check. I want those three. I mean, you can do more. I wouldn't suggest doing more than 3 because this is going to be columns. It's not going to be rows. So I can click update. You won't see anything in the back end. It'll just look like this on the back end. But when you click update and you go to the front end, you click refresh. Take a look at this. Now you have these very big products just showing up right there instantly. And they look great. Now, I would use some CSS to remove the text because I don't like the text, and I would also use some CSS to remove the width between these because it's just a little too tight, and that forces it to be like, it's supposed to be 33%, 33%, 33%, but with the width addition, it makes it a little bigger, and then it stops being a 100 width, and then it goes into like 110, and then it has to make a new row. That's why it's doing that. So we'll take care of that with a little bit of CSS in just a second. So product elements is kind of cool. What you can do is copy a text link or a call to action featured button. This is going to be like the Amazon stock stuff. So open a new window, yes. Use unfollow link, of course. And let's do call to action. Let's do buy on Amazon. I'm not a fan of these, but just showing you what's available. Let's do another. Let me make a bunch of spaces here. Sorry for getting all cluttered, but I want to show you what it looks like on a real page. AzonPress. Let's do bestsellers list. We're going to do appliances, your product search terms, bikes. Let's click enter. Oh, and product limit 5. 5. Okay, it's going to automatically pull that, so that's all we're going to see there. We're going to go do it again. AzonPress comparison table. Let's do bike framed, and then the next option we have is comparison tables, and this is just essentially going to be what you've already created. So this one we've already done. It's going to render that same thing, and same exact thing here. Product tables is going to be the thing that you already created. So I'm just pulling these up to show you what they look like. Click update. Let's go here and refresh. And as you scroll down, you can see that there's that one buy button for that one product. Here's the 5 random products that I selected under the bestsellers of bike category. Let's see. And then here's the exact same list that I created up here, like I said it was going to be, well, up here. And over here, it didn't render anything. I also want to show you one more thing of value that I almost forgot to mention. So you can go to usage guide here, and you see these images here. You can take the exact template of these product listings and use them for your products. And it's really easy. So first, I want to show you that there's a bunch of these. So it's really, I kind of hate the UX of this because look, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You wouldn't know that. It's not very evident. And the buttons here, they're see-through, and then they go away when you're not hovering over them. It's really difficult to see, but you have to click on these buttons to see more options. So this is a really nice one. And if we want this exact one, I'm just going to grab it. Let's see. Grab this one and bring it to the front end. Paste that one there. I'm going to paste a bunch of these just so you can see what they look like. And we're going to grab this one. And by the way, so notice that there's 4 items here, and there's also 4 ASINs. So there's actually 2 ASINs here. So this is going to render 2 items. So the ASIN is the Amazon unique identification number. I don't know what the S stands for, but but it's an Amazon thing. And this is just saying that there's going to be 2 items in here in a small widget. So I'm going to grab this one, paste it here. Let's look at another one. This one, 2 items. It's going to look like that. Paste it here. Let's go to this one. This is a nice one. Basically it's a very basic table, similar to the one that we just did. Paste it here. And this guy, is that the last one? Let's see. I think that's the last one. What is that, 5? Yep. So I would refresh, but first, yeah, let me go ahead and update and refresh. All right, so this is what that looks like. So it looks a lot like what we just saw, right? I'm not a big fan of this one. This one's all right. This one's really nice. I kind of like that one quite a bit. It takes up the full width. That one might be really useful. And yeah, it has the disclaimer. This one's really good. It's a really good alternative. All right, so yeah. So that's what these look like. And then this one, what this one does is it goes in and grabs like the bullet points from that the specific Amazon product that you're referring to. All right, so if I want to put my products in here instead of these laptops, I have to find out the ASIN of the product that I want. So to do that, we're going to go to Amazon.com. No, regular old Amazon. All right, now that we're on Amazon, let's go for bike locks, just some random thing. And let's go for this one right here. That's a horrible bike lock. Let's go for whatever, this one right here. So you will find the ASIN by searching for Control Find ASIN. ASIN. And there it is. So that's the ASIN. And paste that right there. Let's paste that right here. Let's paste this here just to show you how to change this. And that's kind of all there is to it. And now when I refresh this page, you will see that all of these product boxes changed with that lock. So now it has the name, it has, you know, everything just like it was before. And you're going to see that all of the other ones, you know, they changed to have the bike lock. So that's how you do that. This is weird though. It's not showing the, I wonder why that is. It's not showing like the bullet points like it was for that other product. Let me see if that's because of the lock. Maybe. Okay, so it looks like it was that lock that was giving me that issue. So you can see that these bullet points were taken right from this product right here. Obviously, I didn't change the title. It still says MacBook Pro, but you do that over here where it says title. I should also mention that you could add, of course, more items. All you got to do is add a comma after the end, after the last item. Oh, this is weird. I broke that up for some reason. Maybe that's part of the problem that I was having earlier. Huh. Let's see. There shouldn't be a BB. That's weird. All right, update. So, folks, that was just about everything there is to know about this product. So that's it. If you're satisfied with everything you saw, that's all you got to do. But if you're interested in tweaking a few more of the things on this page like the way that I would want to, you can stick around and watch me work with some CSS. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click Customize, and I like working with CSS in the Customize section, just like this, because that way I can see the CSS that I'm working with, and I can see it kind of render in real time. And I also have the ability on the right panel to check out the Chrome Developer Inspector tool, just like this. So the area that I'm hovering. And I need to do this because I need to be able to grab this little thing and then select specific areas that I want to edit. For instance, remember that I mentioned that I don't like seeing the font. So here we have this area. So in order to do what I'm doing, you got to click on this little button, select the area that you want to target, this one, and I want to remove this. So I'm going to make a rule that's going to remove the title from this module. All right, so here we're selecting everything that has the class of title and URL for this element. I'm also going to add one more rule, which is display none, and you can see that the titles all magically disappeared. That didn't save my edit. That just gave me a preview to see what it will look like, or if the code is valid, if the code works. I can see that it does work. So I'm going to copy the whole thing and then uncheck what I just did. I want to undo what I did. Then over here, somewhere, it doesn't have to be at the bottom, but it does have to be at the bottom because it's a cascading style sheet. But for it to work, you just got to paste the thing that you just copied over like that. I don't like excess. Like, for instance, the only thing that I changed about this whole thing was display none. I added display none. So I don't need to edit anything else. I just want to do display none. What else didn't I like about this section? I like 3 columns, but why isn't it 3 columns? That's a bummer. Well, we're going to make it 3 columns. So I'm going to grab this again, and I'm going to target, let's see, I can target the padding. So let's preview what it'll look like if I reduce padding size. Did that solve my problem? Not exactly. So it's not padding. It's something else. Could it be? What could it be? Well, this is interesting. So here's width of the whole section. Well, yeah, that definitely almost did the trick, but not quite. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Here it is. Each item 2. No, I don't want only item 2. Let's see. Each product. No. Oh, it's this margin left has a 4%. Okay. So here we go. I found it. So it's the class of it's this class for sure. And it has a margin left of this percent. So watch this. Boop. It's done. Figured it out. Though I don't, so for some reason I nicked this. I accidentally cut this for some reason. That's not exactly what I want. Okay, no, wait a minute. It was just that my screen was not set to view it properly. I just zoomed out a little bit, and everything works. So once again, I select this tool here, and I keep hovering until I get to the right area. I just keep searching. Maybe this, what was it? Here it's the margin left. So I'm going to grab this entire thing, copy it. And I know it is because if I uncheck it, it fixes everything that I want. So go down here, paste. I'm going to remove width because I'm not trying to edit width. I'm just trying to edit margin left. And I'm going to do, instead of 4%, I'm going to do 0%. Or maybe 2%. 3.2. Okay, 3.2 it is. So that's how you fix that. So if you're having that trouble where it's going into the next line, this is how you do it. You can use this code right here to not display the title, and then you can use this code here to only have a margin left of, instead of 4%, it'll be 3.2 or 3. Let's see, 3.3. 3.3 works. 3.4. 3.4 works. 3.5. 6. All right, 5 is the most you can get. I'm gonna just keep it at 5. Just to be safe, I'm going to keep it at 4. Okay, so I'll leave that code in the description. So now you know how to look for something that you don't want to show and remove it Okay, and that concludes this video. I hope you found this entertaining or helpful in any way. If you have an affiliate product store or you have Amazon products, I'm sure that this probably was a little helpful, at least, that so you can see that you can upload these products and product images without getting dinged by Amazon and very quickly. And if you need the code that I was using, it's very small little bits of code, but I'll leave it in the description along with the disclaimer, the code for the disclaimer. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like, and a subscribe would really make my day. That would be the best way to thank me if you enjoyed this video at all. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.